Next up on our 2024 CVC Fall Sports Media Day Tour is the Kirtland Hornets boys soccer team. Head coach John Valentik. I believe you guys are the Valley Division reigning champions. So, Coach, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Just give us a quick preview. What can we expect out of the Hornets again in 2024?
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having us. Look, I think that the CVC is obviously always one of our goals from year to year. This year, I think it'll be more of a challenge, mainly because we are so young. Graduating 13 seniors and only returning 3, 2 of whom are starters. That's a big hill to climb, but I think that I think we're up for it. I know we're ready for the challenge. Whether or not we're successful, ask us in October. But that's definitely the goal, and we're looking forward to a new year with this whole new group.
You had last year a lot of excitement with the new turf. You got to play on that field for the first time, and now that's old news. What's the big thing this year? There's got to be something that keeps the kids inspired and ready to roll.
Yeah, I think the turf is still new. I think there's still a honeymoon period. We went on the grass yesterday because there's a scheduling conflict, and we don't like it anymore, right? We're snobs. Now we're snooty. We're a little bougie, but so that's still exciting. I think, like I said, I think that the fact that there's so many open spots and there's everything's to play for and nothing is really guaranteed for anyone is the draw. And these young guys or the guys that aren't varsity, returning varsity guys, have a chance to leave their mark. At least I'm hoping that's what they're inspired by, and for them to put their stamp on this team and their careers, because we know that it goes quickly.
All right, Coach, I'll come back to you after I talk to the guys. Let's start with Luca. Luca, for the folks at home, just introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
My name is Luca Oros. I'm a senior and I play forward/midfield.
Luca, every year Kirtland comes in, they've graduated 5, 6, 7 key guys, and every year they just have new guys step in and replace them. Are we going to see a lot of the same this year?
Yeah. As you all know, that we had 13 seniors last year. Me and both Vince Carrero, we knew we had to step in their shoes and take over and do the best we can for the team and help the team as much as we can.
I mean, obviously, those guys played key roles, a lot of goal scorers in there, a lot of great defenders, a goalkeeper, but you had a lot of underclass talent as well. So who are some of those guys that are ready to step up and take advantage of their first opportunity?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We got a lot of underclassmen talent. We got Marko Vlanek, freshman, played for some good clubs, developed him very well. Same with Bram Chrissy, played for some good clubs as well. And then all the other underclassmen, they're decent and they're very well developed as well. And I'm excited to see them play in the future too.
Obviously, with soccer, it's, success really comes when guys learn to play with each other, 11 guys playing as one. How close is this team getting to that point?
I mean, past 2 months, Coach Vlanek has been helping us a lot. And recently we've just been clicking very well. And I'm excited to see how we will see each other in a month, see how good we can get.
I know between you and Vince, that's a lot of goals right there. You guys were pretty deadly with the ball at your feet last year, and I assume that's going to be similar this year. But who are some of the other guys that coach is counting on to be in position to score some goals this year?
Oh yeah, definitely. We got a good bit. We got Eli Johnson, Marko Vlanek. Midfield would be a big crucial talent this year with Bram, Marco, Xavier Lasecki, maybe some goals out of the back from Chuck too. I mean, we all have the talent to be able to score, and I believe we can all get some goals in.
All right. What are your goals for this year, individually and as a team?
Individually, I want to try to get this team as far as I can. I'm trying to help them as much as I can for the future as well in their upcoming years. And as a team, I just want the team to get as good as we can and see how far and we can go and how good we can click.
All right. Good luck to you this year. Let's slide that down to Vince. Vince, for the folks at home, just introduce yourself, name, grade, and position.
I'm Vince Carrero. I'm a senior and I play forward/midfield.
Vince, you play multiple sports, so I feel like this is like your 30th media day interview, but you've been around a while. You've had a lot of success, so that speaks well about you. But just heading into senior year, how excited are you for this season?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to believe, you're already a senior after all these years, but I'm excited and I believe we're gonna have a good year.
As a freshman, you got a lot of playing time. You were one of those dynamic kids. Coach would put you in when he needed a goal, and a lot of times you delivered. How different are you as a player from freshman year until now?
I think I'm just a lot smarter, stronger, faster, and, just a lot more skilled than I was and a lot more composed under the ball and under pressure.
4 years ago, you were a wide-eyed freshman. Now you're a senior veteran player. How are you kind of passing down what you learned from the older guys to the younger guys that you're mentoring now?
The older guys taught me just, like, don't beat yourself up over the mistakes. You're going to make mistakes as a freshman. That happens. But just, like, how do you respond every play? Like, just every play, how are you going to respond? You're going to, like, just focus on the mistake, or you're going to keep on playing and keep on being motivated.
And just looking at this team, what's the key? I mean, what's the key to get that offense going and for the defense to play consistently?
I think if we just play as a unit and, we don't get too down on ourselves if something bad happens. We keep a level head no matter what. Don't take the highs too highs or lows too lows. And we just be very calm, relaxed. And I think we'll be fine.
Give me a breakout player, somebody that hasn't played a whole lot, but after a few games, everybody will know who they are.
I think freshman Marco Valenic might be. He's very good on the ball. He played at like a lot of good clubs coming up, so I think he'll be a great player when he comes out.
Outstanding. All right, Coach, back to you.
Yeah. So Steve, just so you know, they're talking about Marco Valentic. Yeah, there is a second one.
The second one.
Actually, a cousin. His father and I are first cousins. My father and his mother are brother and sister. So this new Marco is the kids are right. He's the real deal. He's definitely. I think that he could have played, with that group a couple years ago. Like he would have been a key. Like he would have gotten minutes back then. So yeah, he'll be he's important for us to coming up. But he's Marco with a K. Mine was C, so there's a bit of a difference. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. And so, yeah, we talked a little bit about the offense and defense. I mean, obviously you're going to have a big hole at goal. I mean, Jack was there for a couple years. Who's in that spot now?
Yeah. Sophomore Tage Chrissy. He did a nice job for the JV last year. He's got, I think, he's not as tall. He's not as imposing a figure as Jack was, but I think he's probably more athletic. And I think he's got definitely the potential to be a really solid keeper from the beginning. But again, he's only a sophomore, so obviously even more by the time he's a senior. So we feel good about it. We're not. That's not one of the positions that we're worried about.
I talked to the guys a little bit about the offense, the defense. From your perspective, what are the keys to victory on both sides?
Yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for us to really understand the roles and positions, and then actually finding those guys that are going to play in those spots regularly. So it's going to be a little bit of time, but I think that the current players have the attention span, the focus to get there. So I'm preaching patience and preaching just, not to get frustrated. And as like Vince was saying, to keep a level head, and we're going to get there. The goal is obviously October. That's the goal. I mean, yeah, we want to win obviously our CVC games, but we've got some time to get there.
And then just last one for you, as you've been on that cusp of getting to that state championship game a few times. You've got some regional final appearances, a state Final Four. They added some divisions, and not to say it gets easier, but how do you like your chances in your new division?
I think that locally it helps us, we're, not having to worry about Beechwood and the AOAs and that kind of stuff, but statewide looking at it, not too much changes. In Toledo, you got Ottawa Hills, you've got the Uniteds and Hanoverton and South Range. Those schools are still around. We played Warren JFK the first game of the season. Those schools are still around. Couple schools, have gotten bumped up, but yeah, so it a little bit locally, statewide, not so much, but that's ultimately the goal. Always is and always will be.
Sounds good. All right, Coach, I appreciate you and the guys taking some time to preview the season, and best of luck to you this fall.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.